me can stop gloating because I've heard enough. It's enough. Let's just start a new season and stop this.
Can I get my celebration?
Malarkey.
Can I get my ring?
Yeah, you got a ring.
Now I got to get my ring.
You have one for your nose.
Until he gets his ring, I have a feeling Shannon will be gloating for all of us. But as you mentioned, Skip, this is a good sign. The NBA season is around the corner, and the top 10 NBA players heading into this year were ranked and released this morning on ESPN.com. LeBron James, well, he took the top spot, followed by teammate Anthony Davis, coming off their championship win. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Luka Doncic, and Kawhi Leonard all rounded out the top 5. So, Shannon, are you still gloating over there? Did they get this right?
I mean, the king is at his rightful place.
You don't even need to talk. Why should you even speak? I should speak.
Go ahead.
No, go. Go ahead and gloat. This is your last. I want you to understand, this is your last shot at gloating.
You do realize we're going to repeat, and I'll be back in the same seat again in 2020.
We'll see about that.
Until 2021.
Well, you should. You got the best 2 players in basketball. That's what they say.
Oh, yeah. I see it. You're gladly, yeah. I'm a little surprised at AD that they had AD in front of Giannis. But I don't think anybody thought anybody but LeBron James would be number 1, considering the season that he had, the regular season, and then you combine it with the postseason that he had. So, Skip, I don't think anybody's surprised that LeBron is number 1. I think we might got a little surprised that AD being number 2 over Giannis. Because, Skip, if you look at KD, okay, we know what KD is, Skip, but he has been out for 18 months. He is coming off of an Achilles injury. And you look at some of the other guys, and I think there's a lot of uncertainty. Where is Harden going to be? We're going to talk about James Harden. Where is he going to be? The system that he's going to play, who he's going to be playing with. And so I think, and you look at some of the other guys. So for me, yeah, they got it right. Giannis and people like, hold on, wait a minute. Now, we've seen this 2 years in a row, Skip. Come playoff time, we don't see regular season Giannis in the playoffs. And I think they dinged him for that. And so when in AD, everybody had these questions about AD. Can he stay healthy? He's never been on the big stage. The pressure of playing for the Lakers, being a Laker big, night in and night out, having people gunning for you. How's he going to stand up to that? And everybody, I don't know if AD that dog. You know, I know some of these other guys, they got that dog in them. Hey, DC, see? Y'all looking at the man and say, well, he ain't no German Shepherd. He ain't no Belgian Malinois. He ain't going to bite nobody. He just is tearing them up. Yoke, got him. Whiteside, Nurkic, got him. Oh, but I'm not going to even talk about Houston because they ain't have no big, so we knew he would go light them up. And then in the playoff, did a number on Bam, too, didn't he? Yep. So I'm not surprised.
Bam, he was hurt.
We heard him.
Oh, we
heard it. We heard it with them jumpers. We heard it with them jumpers. So Skip, look, I don't think anybody's surprised with the number 1 spot. We know the top dog was going to be LeBron, and 9 of the first 10 years he was of the rankings, he was number 1. Giannis supplanted him last year, but that was coming off the groin injury, and everybody had, I don't know, man, he got hurt. This is year 17. He seemed to be slowing down. He's not. Kawhi better. Kawhi, Giannis, all these. Y'all know what time it is, Skip. He's still the king. He's still the king. And AD is only going to get better because guess what, Skip? A second year in the system. So if AD is going to arise, what do you think? Who do you think is going to benefit from that? LeBron James. Now, I don't know, Skip, if he's going to play. Last year, he played 67 of the 71 games that they played. Now, they're going to play 72 games this year. I don't know. I seriously doubt it. If I had to bet something, I'm going to say he's not going to even be close to that number of games this year. But he will be just as dominant, just as impactful as he's been for the previous 17 years. And guess what? July before the Olympics, he's going to have to make a decision. Do I want to take my 5th championship over to, where they going to be at? Japan. Do I want to take it over there and gloat in everybody's face, or do I want to sit back? Because I hadn't had a vacation with Savannah and the family in a minute. So I probably just going to sit this one out.
He did go to Vegas for like.
Don't worry about what that ain't no
vacation.
vacation.
Take Savannah and the kids to Vegas.
First of all,
because go ahead.
It was quarantine, and they had no shows going on, so we weren't able to do what we normally would do in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
James Harden just went to Vegas, and they're making him take 6 straight days of tests coming.
We don't do it like
You don't do it like
that.
Okay, it is my turn. No, I am not surprised about this list, this ranking.
You're not surprised about one, or you're not surprised about both?
Either one. I do not agree with both, but I am not surprised because...
You think somebody should be over one? So somebody other than LeBron should be one?
I'm about to get there. Okay. Look, what has just happened is this is the end of the Lakers victory parade. This is it. To the victor go the spoils, and these are the spoils. So everybody is prisoner of the bubble moment, and all of a sudden it's LeBron 1 and AD 2, and I was surprised that playoff Rondo wasn't ranked third on this list because it felt like, well, seriously, that's how it felt to me.
They take
that was the momentum.
They take everything in totality, regular season and postseason. You just talk about no postseason.
Okay, now, my step back perspective from this is, even though I did agree that LeBron should have been the regular season MVP, and I'm going all the way back to pre-pandemic.
Okay.
I thought he closed so strongly just before the March quarantine hit that he deserved a combination of regular season MVP and comeback player of the year in age, what was the age 35
right.
and year 17. So I told you, I said it right here, I thought he deserved it over Giannis. And Giannis wiped him out in the MVP voting, and that shocked me also, because remember what the first place votes were?
Yeah.
Giannis had 85 first place votes to 16 for LeBron, so he didn't even come close to regular season MVP. Even though I'm going to give you that much, when we step completely away from this, and we rank every player in the NBA right here, right now, without being prisoner of the moment, I say, okay, how can one team have the first and the second player? Because isn't it true that LeBron had a supreme advantage over everybody else because he has the second best player? To me, you should be disqualified from being number one if your teammate is number two. How can you do that? It's like Heisman voting. They're never going to vote two players on the same team, right?
Well, maybe Glenn Davis and Doc Blanchard, I think.
Okay, but you're prehistoric with that, okay? And I'm not even sure that qualified that year. I could probably pick that argument apart, but it is very difficult to go 1-2.
It is.
Because they cancel each other out.
Right.
Because, wait a second, if AD's the second best, and I can argue there are lots of times in the playoffs when I thought he was first best.
But let me ask you a question. Do you believe AD would have been number two had he not played with LeBron?
No, he would not. But I'm saying they scratch each other's back.
Right.
So they play off each other so well, and they were a great fit together.
Yes.
I have no issue with that it's almost disqualifying to rank 1-1 and 1-2 because you say, well, wait a second. They had the other guy. He had him, right?
Correct.
Okay, so it's a little hard for me to go there because just a year ago, LeBron was coming off a horrendous first season in L.A. Obviously, it was embarrassing what happened.
I mean, let's take it, Skip. You say the man is embarrassing, and he was 27, 8, and 8.
Okay, but he was 28 and 27 as a starter for his first-year Lakers, right?
Yes.
And I kept showing, and I'm not going to show it today, but I kept showing a blooper reel of LeBron's blunders, and they were kind of like half-hearted, I don't really care, I don't even want to be here kind of blunders, right?
Yeah, he wanted to be there.
And it got so bad that at Madison Square Garden, the mecca of basketball, he tried to take a last-second game-winning shot and got it blocked by Mario Hezonja. That was the all-time bottom. He bottomed out that day at Madison Square Garden.
And that lets you know how serious, how injured he was.
Okay,
because nobody blocks that step back.
So what I was trying to say is in the pre-pandemic regular season, it felt like a combination of MVP and comeback player of the year because he had come from that to this. Okay? Now, a year ago, Kawhi Leonard was ranked 2 and LeBron 3. Okay? So what happened? What changed? Well, here's what changed. Think about what Kawhi did this year. Again.
Nothing.
Oh, he did nothing. Okay, so think about this. Let's look at this year's list.
Okay, go ahead.
So you got Kawhi all the way down at fifth. He fell from 2 to 5th. Okay, his next teammate is ranked 20th in Paul George. So he...
Bye.